Hi, this is Christian, and welcome to NFL Updates Express, your weekly dose of NFL news. Coming your way, Wildcard Weekend predictions.
Hi, this is Dylan, and thanks for watching NFL Updates Express. It's finally here, playoff time. Wildcard Weekend 2012. And this time it's the Bengals versus the Texans. This should be a good game. And if you haven't noticed, this is a rematch. The Bengals are taking on the Texans, which should be a tough game. The Texans have been great all season long, and the Bengals haven't been doing too great. So I think the Texans with J.J. Watt, Arian Foster, and Andre Johnson will win the game over Cincinnati.
A rematch of last year's Wildcard Weekend in 2011. Now it's 2012, but it's the same teams and the same seeding when the Cincinnati Bengals take on the Houston Texans. Now, this may seem, the Texans are going to run away with this game, but the Bengals are changed. Andy Dalton now has playoff experience, and the Texans are on a slight decline. So, I think I'll give the upset to Cincinnati. They'll advance.
Vikings-Packers. This will be a great game. The Packers should be fired up after losing to the Vikings in Week 17. But the Vikings should also be pumped up because they just made the playoffs for the first time in a while. I think the Vikings will be really excited and ready to play these Packers, but I think the Packers have me on this one. I think the Packers and the rest of Green Bay will win.
Deja vu? Well, kind of. 6 days after the Minnesota Vikings defeated the Green Bay Packers in the Metrodome, they'll play again, this time in Lambeau Field in the Wild Card playoffs. This will be a very tough game for both teams, with the Packers defense struggling against Adrian Peterson and the Vikings' ineffectiveness on offense besides Adrian Peterson. Christian Ponder will need to go to his big-time wide receivers Jerome Simpson and Jarius Wright if they want to have any hope of winning this game. This will be a very tough game for the Vikings, and since the Green Bay Packers at home, I'll take the Packers at Lambeau to win this game.
Colts versus Ravens. This one will be a good one. The Colts have shocked everyone this year after losing all their games last year except 2, and now having an incredible season this year. The Ravens, on the other hand, are crumbling. Their offense isn't great. Their defense, well, that isn't great either because Ray Lewis has recently announced that he's going to retire after this season, and they have a lot of players injured. So I think the Colts have the slight edge on this one with Andrew Luck, and they're going to be awesome and win the game. Chuck Strong.
Chuck Strong. The Indianapolis Colts are riding their momentum into the playoffs. The Ravens are ready to win, and Joe Flacco has at least won one playoff game in each of his times being in the playoffs. So this will be a tough game for the young Indianapolis Colts against an experienced veteran Ravens team, and with the announcement of Ray Lewis soon to be retiring, I will take the Ravens to advance in the Wild Card Weekend in an emotional game at M&T Bank Stadium.
Seahawks versus Redskins. This one is going to be very good. I think the Seahawks have shocked everyone as Russell Wilson has proven to be an elite rookie. RG3, on the other hand, has proven to be as well. Everyone's looking for some RG3 time as he just led the Redskins out of the cellar and into the playoffs. But I think the Seahawks have this one in the bag. They have a better defense than the Redskins, and their offense is just about equal. So I think the Seahawks can win this one.
To close out Wildcard Weekend, we have the Seattle Seahawks traveling to FedEx Field to take on the Washington Redskins. Now, if this game was in Seattle, we know who would win. That'd be the Seattle Seahawks, of course. But this game is in FedEx Field. The crowd will be cheering for the Redskins, and that will clearly be an advantage. But the Seattle Seahawks have also had their road woes, so we'll see if that gives the Redskins any advantage. I would really like to pick the Redskins in this, but I think with Russell Wilson and the Seahawks' dominant defense, they will advance in the playoffs.
What is my wild card Super Bowl bound pick? I'd have to say either the Colts or the Seahawks, but I'm going to go with the Seahawks. They've been phenomenal all year. Their defense has proved to be one of the elite. Russell Wilson has proved to be a leader for their team, and overall they've just been doing fantastic. I think they have a good shot at the Super Bowl. For those of you who doubt me, just look at their record. It's way better than anything ever has been lately. So I think the Seahawks could do it.
I won't give you a specific team that will make it to the Super Bowl through the wild card, but here's my prediction. Whoever wins the Seattle Seahawks versus Washington Redskins game will advance all the way to Super Bowl 47. Yeah, that's right. That may sound crazy with the 49ers, the Falcons, and the Packers still alive in the NFC most likely, but I will pick one of those teams to advance. Either the Washington Redskins or the Seattle Seahawks will be headed to Super Bowl 47. A surprise to some, to others not so much. But veteran linebacker of the Baltimore Ravens, Ray Lewis, is finally retiring after 17 years in the NFL. He has had a fantastic career and has been considered as the greatest middle linebacker of all time. We'll be cheering for him in the NFL playoffs this year.